So I'm happy to introduce you to our newest feature, our newest channel that we're supporting, RCS. RCS stands for Rich Communication Services and can be seen as a sort of SMS, but enriched, that allows for more personalization, more richer content, and has proven to be more engaging, and produce higher conversion rates. So we're very excited to finally introduce this to our customers at Dialog Insight. And I'll be showing you today a short demonstration on how to use it once it's activated in your account. So the first thing you'll notice when you go into Dialog Insight after the RCS agent has been activated in your account is that there will be a new link in your menu under Communications, which is RCS Templates. Now, RCS Templates is the same concept as an email template or any other channel that supports the template function. It's essentially just a way for you to create a template that will be reused for future campaigns. Instead of having to create the same templates or the same types of RCS messages over and over again, you can simply increase the speed at which you create your campaigns and just go much further and much faster by creating a RCS template. So to create an RCS template, you'll hover over the communications in the sidebar and head down to RCS templates, and you can create a template here by just clicking that button. You can give it a name, for example, my RCS template, assign it to a communication type, and then you can also create a tag. You can also add a tag, and then you just go over and create and click create. Now, I won't go into how to create an RCS template because I'll cover this in the creation of an RCS message. But essentially, what you need to know is that you can create a template that can be reused over and over again to simplify the creation of RCS messages for you and your company. And as you'll notice here, an RCS template is only a template. You can only save and quit. And once you save and quit, you will be returned back to the list of RCS templates. So it's not an actual campaign that you're creating here. It is just the template. So once that's created, if you want to create an RCS template, you go ahead and do that here. But if you just want to go ahead and or when you're ready to go and create your first RCS campaign, the way to do that is to go to the campaigns page and then click the create a campaign button. You'll be able to add a name, a communication type, a scheduled scheduled campaign date, and then the channel on which you want to send your campaign. In our case, it's RCS. I've already created an RCS campaign from top to bottom, so I'm not going to go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to show you the campaign I created and show you how I got there. But what you need to know, what you need to remember and keep in mind is that, for example, if I say my test campaign, and you go ahead and you create your RCS campaign, you'll be redirected or you'll land on the on this page right here. And so this page gives you the message preview and allows you to select the recipients, calculate the estimated sending cost, the scheduling, and to modify your communication type if you wish to do so. And then when you go ahead and create your message here, this is where you'll be able to select your template if you've created a template that you want to reuse, or you'd be able to start from an RCS message that you've previously created in the past, or simply create a new RCS campaign. So say I wanted to just show you the message that I've already created. This is what it would look like. So an important thing to know with RCS is that there's 3 message types that you can choose from. The first one is just simply text, which is essentially text without any media. You can think of it as almost just like an SMS. Second, you have the rich card. The rich card allows you to add text and media. And the carousel is the evolution of the rich card. It allows you to add up to 10 enriched cards, enriched cards that have each have an image, the title, the description, and up to 4 CTA buttons. So the campaign that I created to show you in the demo is a carousel because that's the most advanced and most complete type of RCS you can create currently today. So and I've already added the content, but I want to show you what it looks like in the editor. So first of all, you're gonna have to select the carousel height, so you can select small or large. The carousel width, again, small or medium. The media heights. And then you go ahead and you add all the different cards that you want to add. Again, you can add up to 10 cards. So in my example here, I've added 5 cards because I think that that's what I want my campaign to look like. Here's what they look like. And then if I wanted to add up to 5 more cards, I could do that by simply clicking here to add a card. But I'm not going to do this right now. So I'm just going to show you what the different cards look like. And you can see the demo here. As you're editing the message and adding content, you'll be able to see it reflected right here in your display in real time. So for each card, as said, you can add a title. If the title can have an emoji or it can have a personalization variable. It's up to 200 characters. You have a description. So the description up to 2,000 characters. And then you can also add an emoji. You can also add a personalization variable, and you can add a link directly in the description. You can add a media, so you just upload the image you want to use. And we'll tell you the accepted media types here as well, and the ratios and the maximum size of your image. So my description here is light carbon endurance geometry ready for the Mount Royal roads. And then you can add buttons, so up to 2 buttons. Up to 4 buttons in this case. In my first carousel card, I've decided to add 2 buttons. So the first one is see the collection. Second one is book a test ride. And here, just for the sake of this demo, I added the link to Dialog Insight's website, but you can obviously add any link you want, and they don't have to be the same for each CTA button. It could be, this one could link to the collections page, and this one can link to a specific landing page to book a test ride. I'm not going to go through every card, but as you can see here, I've added 5 cards. So 2026 road bikes. I want to also talk about the MTB and fat bikes. I want to add a specific card for the electric bikes. I want to invite my customers to potentially, sign up for a spring tune-up. And then there's another thing I want to talk about, which is the helmets and other accessories. And therefore, I added 5 carousel cards that each have, one of them has 2 CTAs, 2 of them have 3, another one has 2, and then we have the last one that has a single CTA. And I could have gone up to 4 CTAs as well here if I had wanted to. The last important part I'll talk about here is the SMS fallback message. So in the event that one or many of the contacts that you're targeting in that specific campaign are not eligible for RCS, they'll be receiving the SMS fallback. So this is to ensure that every single one of your customers, whether they're operator, their telecoms operator, or their mobile phone supports RCS or not, they'll receive the SMS, or they'll receive at least a message from you. Obviously, this is an RCS campaign, so if the contact is eligible to receive the RCS, they will receive the RCS. But if they're not, and this could be because, for example, their operator does not support RCS, or they have an old version of a mobile phone that doesn't support RCS, for example, then they'll receive the SMS fallback. And you can see the preview here of what that would look like. In our case, Cycle Mont Royal, our spring selection is online. Bikes, $59 tune-up and 15% discount on accessories. And then you can add a little short link here. So once you've done that, you've created your RCS message, you've created your SMS fallback, you're ready to go, you feel confident, you can preview and test. by clicking that link and then selecting the contact you want to preview on. If there was, for example, personalization variables you've added, this is for the preview, and for the test, then you can add test recipients and or enter a phone number. And once you've done that and you're satisfied, you're confident, you can go ahead and save and quit. After that, you'll be redirected to the first page I showed you, you landed on in the beginning, which is the sendings page. This allows you to then select your recipients. In my case, I'm going to want to send this to all of my contacts. I can go ahead and calculate how many contacts my RCS campaign will be targeting. So in this case now, this is a test account. So I have 14 contacts that will be receiving my RCS campaign. And then this is also an important part of the campaign planning aspect, which is that we'll be estimating the sending costs. This is important. It's important to remember that this cost is estimated. The final amount will be adjusted based on the message content and its actual deliverability to the recipient's operators. Only one message will be sent by number. So here my estimated cost is $6.53. Because it's a test account and the numbers are not eligible to RCS. In this specific example, I'd have 0 contacts who receive the RCS, and all of them will be receiving my SMS fallback. But obviously, in a real life case scenario, when you're in a country where RCS is supported and activated, the majority of contacts should be eligible to RCS. And then you can see the details of, for example, how much everything will cost per fragment, how many fragments in the SMS fallback, how many are eligible to RCS and aren't, and so on. And then the last step is to select the scheduling, so you can either send the campaign immediately or later, and you'll also be able to add send time optimization if you wish to do so, and you have that option, that feature in the plan that you're on. And that's about it. This is the demonstration of how to use RCS and how to set up your RCS campaigns. I hope this was informative, and we look forward to hearing back from you once you've tried out this new channel and this new feature. Thank you very much.